Hello YouTube, Jaylbayt here with another episode of Master of Orion. We're playing as our Darlock race. The Master Spies and Thieves are doing quite well. And as you can tell, we're still in our voice kind of after the fact thing. This will happen for another couple episodes probably. But it looks like the Bulrathi fleet has kind of pulled back for a sec. We scared them off. That is fine. I'm still working on my volume levels and some of that stuff with the new microphone, so it'll take a few episodes, I'm sure, to get things just perfect the way that I want them to be. But in the meantime, we'll just continue on. I'm circling Primodius. I don't know why. I think we're talking about getting... Oh, the Astra University has been completed, and so once we get those built, each person there is going to be like creating like six research points by themselves per person. So it's going to be quite fantastic, and we're going to be able to get through research quite quickly. Which is good, because we do want to get to the planetary or the intergalactic stock exchange to start working on our victory. Looking at the geosynchronous warehouse, we're still waiting for that, the cost of that to come down a little bit before we buy it. But I think it's going pretty good so far. All right, so Primodius, yes, it's down there. It's kind of fun to do it this way when you come back and you look at it and you're watching it and trying to see what you're doing. And I don't know, it's just interesting. Because you can kind of see how derp you are with the mouse when you don't hear myself talking and whatnot. I've noticed that I tend to circle a lot and wiggle it around a bit, so if that's distracting, let me know. But taking a look at Glide, taking a look at some of the things we do want to eventually get to that thing where Glide will basically send us all their research and stuff, all their production, which will be fantastic. Looks like we're going to go ahead and take a look at the battle of this pirate fleet just to get some more combat in here. I think it helps to see from time to time. And our mists look awesome. Now, why the space factory comes into the combat screen, I don't know. I guess it's possible it could get blown up. So I'm going to send it backwards. We're going to go ahead and send our mist forward to deal with the dudes. And then I'm going to turn off the engines of the space factory, because for whatever reason, when you have the enabled AI up there in the upper left-hand corner, it tries to pull it back into combat, even though it has no combat ability. You can see that our mass drivers are just tearing through these pirate ships, and they are doing very little to us because of our shields being what they are. Easy victory there. Very little damage received. So, happy days. Alpha has been successful, nice, on his revolt in Slachramcha, whatever that is. Our treaty with the Sakra has ended, but revolt is successful, and we finished artificial gravity.
Secrets from the
now, we've seen some other races with orbital shipyards, so we're going to go ahead and go for the Moon Lab here. Yes, thank you.
One more veil is drawn from the truth.
Thank you, Vale.
Most.
Appreciate that. We've got tachyon physics queued up, which is going to give us that scanner range, which is going to be fantastic. That should come in 3 turns, and then we'll get magnetogravitics. Here I'm taking a look. Again, it's still going to be 17 turns to get that advanced government. We do want it, but it's just too much at the moment. Maybe when we get up to about 150 research, and it's only going to be like 10 turns, I think that would be better. We can see that the Bulrathi ships here are fleeing now. Obviously, they saw what we did to the pirates there and are like, we need to get out of Dodge because these guys are going to own our face. Pirate ships didn't even get through the shields. We need to rethink our strategy. But Alpha is returning because he was successful in causing that revolt. We can see that Lear Prime has come out of revolt, so we're going to go ahead and send one of our backup spies to go over there and start causing some more havoc. Okay. Move our stuff. Pirates are everywhere. I'm really hoping this pirate does not come over and destroy my space factory while it's building up its communications relay, or rather its surveillance station. I'm wondering if maybe I need to build a ship or something to come protect it, but ultimately I just decide not to. I'm also thinking about colony ships from Primodius. We have quite a bit of money. This is down to 350, so I think it's time that we can buy this, save ourselves a few turns just by buying this outright, and then that will allow us to start buying up colony ships to colonize. Now, whether we colonize what we're going to colonize next, I'm still not sure of. I would like to get that third Primodius planet going sooner rather than later.
GNN, Galactic News.
The Cylon Quanta battle against the Mershan Pride for control of the galaxy. The Silicoid Crag battle against the Mershan Pride for control of the galaxy.
So you can see the Mershan have gotten themselves into a bit of bother, mostly because they're kind of warlike. They're also, if I remember correctly, at the top of the military food chain. So we're going to have to be careful of that. Space Factory, go ahead and start building up that space surveillance. We got a new spy recruited, so we'll go ahead and get him to start doing some stuff. I think for him, we do similar. We send him up to Asia for counter-espionage or something of that nature. Yeah. Good deal. And then I think I forget to like renew our trade treaty with the soccer for a little bit because I'm silly. And I'm a little bit nervous about the war with the Mershan and these two, because at this point now, if I we're going to go ahead and renew our trade treaty.
We're listening.
Hey man, don't be that way.
Far into history back, we've been friended. Happy to
Cool.
oblige you.
I think I take a look at their tech to see if there's anything that we want. Possibly the orbital shipyard. And maybe trade the moon base. But, as we're going to start seeing, even though that is a pure trade, a pure even trade right there, right? Orbital shipyard for Moon Laboratory, they're the same, basically the same thing.
Time counts and keeps counting, and the answer's
Okay, well, what would make this work? A bunch of credits. So because we have like an advantage in research, or because they think that they're stronger than us, or whatever, they want more out of us to do a trade. Here I'm kind of showing you that because these guys are at war, if our Cylon, I don't think I meant to click there, but if the Cylon trade treaty ends, we can't really talk to them because it'll upset the Mershon because they're at war with each other. And the same thing with the Mershon. And so we have to kind of be, so the Nyamor are now ready for us to colonize a planet within their system. So we'll go ahead and accept that. Now the planet there is not fantastic. It's a barren world. It is rich, but it's small and barren, which means it'll take a lot of work to get going. But if it keeps the researchers happy, I think it's not that bad. Plus, it gives us one of those avenues into Orion that we can kind of shut off. So not bad. That pirate is just kind of chilling there, not going after our space factory just yet, so that's good. Let's see if he stays that way. Glide goes ahead and gives us some more money. That's always good.
To GNN.
We got a state of the galaxy here.
And now, the state of the galaxy. The census rankings of Empire population.
So our population is second. The Sakra are growing pretty big, which is pretty normal. Sakra have those, like, it's like a 50% bonus to food production and like a 25% reduction on population growth cost. So the Sakra normally grow fairly quickly. The Sakra and the Klakon are usually
secrets from the Cabal hindmost.
So command points would kind of be nice, but we don't really need them because we're not real warmongers. The battle scanner, again, we don't really need it. It's more military stuff. But the tachyon scanner, the scanner range of 4 is quite good.
One more veil is drawn from the truth.
And here I notice something fantastic. Hey, I can upgrade to Advanced Space Factory now. I don't know why I couldn't before, but now it kind of shows that if I hit that upgrade button, it will upgrade to the Advanced Space Factory. So I go ahead and click on that. And I'm not going to click on the other ones because they're going to change our weapon loadouts. It's kind of annoying. So you can see this turn, a lot of stuff is happening. We found somewhere new. That's fine.
The examiner.
We knew about the tachyon research being done. Some things done. And here, I noticed that we just have pirates everywhere. Like, pirates are just... The galaxy is just lousy with pirates. They are just all over the place. You can see our increased sensor range from our space surveillance system now shows us Ursa, which is the home world of the Borathi. Gliss 2 has grown, so we're going to move that guy over to production. Asia has grown. I think I might move somebody down to... Is it population, I think? Yeah. I was tempted to move it down to production so that we could get the Astra University done a little bit quicker. But you can see we've got quite a bit of research going. I think I was talking about here why I wanted to... I wish they would show you how much increase you could get, because it says how much you're getting from the population, but that kind of has like what you're getting from planets and that sort of thing. The tiles are all different, and so I was kind of wish there was a place where it showed you in this Empire management screen how many people you had on each of the things, like how many people you had staffed on research, on production, on food production, so you could kind of get some things. So I would know, you know, if I had 30 people staffed on research that once those 30 people had an Astro University, I'd be gaining 60 more research points, and that type of deal. But alas, something to go into my weekly notes to the devs. Someone asked, I do actually send information and ideas and my thoughts and stuff to the development team. I feel like as an alpha tester, that's kind of my duty, whether I paid for the game already or not. You don't get into an alpha game expecting it to be perfect, and I think along with that comes with the responsibility as a player, especially if it's a game that you like and you want to see succeed, to give the devs some updates as to how you feel the game is good, working for you, and some things you'd like to see changed. And I feel that if enough people say, you know, this needs to change, that's something obviously the devs are going to take note of and make a change to. So Echo has been successful in the Bahamas. And as you also saw, Ursa, since it was open, I sent Charlie over to Ursa to start some spying on their homeworld. But who's at the Bahamas? Echo. So Echo and Foxtrot need orders. I'm still hesitant to send spies to either of those guys. However, if I'm going to, it'll probably be the Mershon, because I kind of want to keep the Cylons on my side. So again, I'm just going to set Foxtrot to counter-espionage on Asia. And with Echo, he finished infiltrating the trade unions. I think I'm going to have him infiltrate diplomacy now so that we can put them on a revolt if we need to. Yeah. Now, one of the things that I think is pretty cool about the new spy system is that here I'm looking at the research, wanted to see what they're researching, but is, you know, if you go to war with someone, you can start sending spies to all their worlds and have your spies shut down their production for 10 turns at each planet, which ultimately will negate their ability to build more ships. So during wartime, that's really good, because that means once you take out their fleet, you're pretty much carte blanche on the rest of their planets and going and taking out their planets without worrying about them building up more fleets that you have to deal with or that sort of thing. Whereas if you see a colony, you know, we saw the state of the galaxy, we saw the Sakura were getting a little crazy with their population. So what we could do there is maybe start doing some contaminates or some lack of food growth, and kind of inhibit their ability to grow further while we catch up. And so I feel like the spy system that they've developed here in Master of Orion, Conquest of the Stars, is really good. There's still the problems with the tech thing where you steal your own techs, which I think is a little weird. But I think they're really close to a really solid. Here I made a little mistake because I sent my space factory over to the other point, and I actually wanted to upgrade it first. Since we got that thing for the upgraded to the advanced space factory. But yeah, I feel like the spy system is really close to a really fun, workable, manageable thing. Especially once you get all the discounts, you can take actions quite quickly. And so I like the balance of the spying right now. I still think it needs to be tweaked a little bit. I have yet to play against the Darlock.
GNN, Galactic News Network.
The ruthless Mershon
Oh no!
eradicated an independent planet before its people could even reach the stars. Though is now only a memory, as the last of their colonies and ships have been wiped out.
Little bug
of
there.
the galaxy.
They don't doesn't say the actual name of the dudes. Ah, why can't the galaxy learn? These minor races are there to help. Jeez, they're so mean. More pirates everywhere. Yeah, like I was saying, I haven't played against the Darlock, so I don't know how annoying the new spy system can be. I feel like sometimes... here we meet the chrysaloids.
You address the keystone of the crag. You are greeted. Keep your distance, and the silicoid will keep ours.
They are so cool looking. I love how they reimagined the chrysaloid, the silicoids. Before they were literally just like rocks that thought at you, but the way that they've made them look in this is it's just really cool. Here I'm showing that with spies everywhere we can see kind of everything that's going on, or if we have good relations with people, or embassies rather. Our embassies will tell us the classified stuff. I also noticed that of all the minor civilizations that used to be there, if you notice, there's only the 3 we know about now. So all the rest have been eradicated. It makes me sad.
What is it, Kerr?
So
I'm listening.
I think, is it here? I think it's here. Maybe not. Maybe so, though. I noticed that our trade treaty is up. And so I propose it. And I'm a bit of a moron because I realized too late. Hey, you want to give me this now that your disposition's a little bit better? Or do you still want to gut me? No.
I've taken exception to this before, and will do so.
No, you guys still want to gut me for a bunch of credits.
A tight-fitting number, but we can make it work.
It's so silly. Anyways, so I make this mistake.
You'll find advice given freely is much preferable to a harsh lesson.
So because I made the treaty with the Mershon, I totally forgot that they're at war with both of these guys. And we just met the silicoids. And so with one trade treaty, we actually pissed off 2 races. And so then I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get my relations back up with the Cylon. Maybe I can just give him some money or give him some tech or something, and it will be fine. You know, maybe we'll do a tech trade. You know, I don't want to give him Moon Lab because that gives him more tech. So I'm like, here, this one should be better, I think. I think the Tachyon scanner is a better tech. So here, let me give you this. I got to get this up. And they're like, we want all your monies because we hate you now. And I'm like, oh, crap. So then I'm like, here, what if I just give you some money because I have lots of money? I'll just give you like 200 credits. It makes me laugh watching it back now. Oh, and he's like, sure. And it did nothing. It literally did nothing.
You are like
but
a blind dog.
in my stupidity, I just pissed her off too. Oh my gosh. And so I think at this point I figure, well, if I'm pissing everybody off, I might as well get some trade treaties going. So I think I do end up making a trade treaty with the silicoids. But oh man. Oh, watching it back, like my cheeks, my face hurts right now because I'm smiling so much at how bad I played that. Oh, mistakes were made. Mistakes were definitely made. Well, it happens sometimes, guys. I could always like go back and replay, and but I feel like that's a little. I don't know. I don't think that makes for good episodes. I think you guys oftentimes want to watch the fail as much as you do the expertise or the professional playthrough, because sometimes it's just hilarious. But B, I think oftentimes, actually, you learn more from your failures than you do from your successes. If everything goes right, you don't, it's like, why change anything? However, if something fails hard, you're like, okay, we need to find a better way because that didn't work at all. Now, I fully imagine that we were eventually going to be spying on every race and everybody was going to be hating us at some point, but this was a little early in the playthrough for that to happen. So it was a bit of a mistake. We had really good relations with pretty much everybody, and I kind of messed it up in whether it was greed for more trade income or it was just an oversight because I'd been doing the same thing every time a trade treaty went up, talk to the race, reenact the trade treaty. Which is funny is that literally, even though the audio didn't record, and I kind of said it here too, I had literally explained that we didn't want to do any trades or negotiations or diplomacy with those races while they were at war earlier in this episode. Oh, that's just so bad. So I think we're wrapping up the episode here. Definitely made some mistakes up there with these races. They're going to be a pain, although luckily they're kind of far away from us. I guess the Cylons and the Silicoids aren't terribly far, but they're far enough. And I definitely need to do something to repair our relations with the Cylons. But hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Is there anything else I'm going to do here? I don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Again, if you did, please tap that like button. It really helps me out and helps out the channel. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave me some comments. I know this is kind of weird, but until next time, I've been Jaylbayt. You guys, you know what to do, right? Live free, game hard.